Good morning, Vaishali. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Fine, sir. And you, sir?
I'm absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. So, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Myself, Vaishali Patil. Basically, I am from Maharashtra, but after marriage, I am stay in Ankleshwar, Gujarat. I have completed my bachelor degree in 2019 from North Maharashtra University. I have started my career as a test executive 3 years back, and now I'm currently working as a test engineer. I have around 3.1 year of experience in manual testing, automation testing, and my roles and responsibility to understand the business requirement specification, high level scenario, and that converted into the test cases. And also I'm work on the different domain like investment banking and e-commerce domain, where I execute the test cases. And whenever I execute the test cases, that bug that time I raise bug into the Jira and report to the particular developer also. In our project, for the dependency purpose, we are using Maven. For the version controlling, we are using Git. And for the test management and defect management purpose, we are using Jira. And also I'm part of the agile methodology, where we have daily stand up call. In that we discuss about the daily routines, what I did yesterday, what I did today, and the if any facing I have issue, that impediments, obstacles, like that. In my team, we are 11 team members. One is a project manager, one is scrum master, we are 4 tester, and 5 are developers. And that's all about me, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful. So, this was quite a good detailed introduction that one should give in our real-time interviews as well. What kind of
Yes, sir.
impediments? Yeah, what kind of impediments you have raised in the sync up in the stand-up calls till now?
Sir, so when I'm working on the search functionally, that time I'm searching for the electronics item like mobile. That time I'm search with the character. Then that application, in the application, that mobile is search, and with the digit I'm searching. That time it is also search. But when I'm searching for the mixture of character and digit, that time it will not search. So it is a critical bug for me.
Mhm.
These are those bug I'm raising into the in our stand-up calls. And also other other bugs are also raising, I mean,
Mm.
our stand-up call.
Okay. So, your stand-up calls are scheduled in the morning.
Yes, sir. 10:30 we are daily stand-up call.
Okay. Let's say if you find a critical bug at 3:30 p.m. in the noon,
Yes.
okay,
Hmm.
will you wait for the stand-up call of the next day to raise that impediment? What will you do?
No, sir. I will connect with my top. First, I will find overall the. I will analyze the overall requirement, that critical bug happen in only my system or happen in my colleague system also. If I'm discussing with my colleague, and after that I will connect with my test lead and give the detailed information about that critical bug. I will not wait for the next day stand up call, so
Mm.
it will help to cover that bug in the that same day.
Mhm.
uh, so that's my call about that.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. So you will be covering, you will be mentioning, you will be discussing about that defect on the same day itself. If you find out at 3:30 p.m. or anytime during the day, you won't wait for the stand-up calls. Because in
Yes, sir.
agile methodology, it is more required to collaborate, coordinate with the team members over there itself. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now you have got an exposure towards automation testing as well. Can you tell us something
Yes.
about the test automation framework that you are working on?
Sir, BDD Cucumber framework I have worked on. With that's work on the J unit. There are number of feature file. There are number of file present in the Cucumber framework, like step definition file, feature file, test
Mm,
runner files. And in the test runner file, we are using for that when we want to execute multiple feature file. That time we use the test runner file. There are some options available in test runner file, like a feature, glue, dry run, monochrome, plugin, test. So dry run is used for the, it will simply check linking between the step definition file and see feature file. And glue is used for the, we can add the step definition file path and hooks file path in the glue. And feature file, we can add the feature file path. And monochrome, it will use for the our console is in the readable format.
mm,
Test means which want to test, we have to run like regression, smoke, that is used for that. And plugin, which type of report we want like HTML report, XML report, like that, sir. Also in the hooks file, that calls the runner file calls the hooks file. There are two annotation in the hooks file, before and after. And in the before, it will work on the precondition, and after it will work on the post condition. And the feature file we use for the writing the test cases in the simple jerking language. There are some keyword in the feature file like given, when, then, like that. And that is all about the
Oh,
feature file.
yes, great. Okay, now let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Is my screen visible? So you would be able to see Amazon.com.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now you are supposed to write the feature file for this particular website. So
Hmm.
yeah, okay. So can you open this website and maybe you can share your screen and you can share your you can open Notepad or IntelliJ or Eclipse, whichever you are comfortable with. And I want you to generate a feature file for testing Amazon website.
Feature file. Oh,
Mhm.
wait, sir.
I've given you screen sharing rights.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you
Yes,
able
sir.
to? Yeah. Just click on green button. Yeah.
1 second, sir. Hmm. Sir, is it my screen visible, sir?
Yes, it is loading. Yes, it is visible. Okay, so I can see your notepad screen and you have understood the question, right? You are supposed to write the you are supposed to create a feature file for the
Yes, sir.
Amazon.com website test automation. Okay. Hmm.
Yes, sir. Once, sir, I will open the Amazon page also.
No
Wait.
worries. Yeah. Yeah. Especially I'm interested in the feature file. It is for your
Okay.
reference. Yes, you will have to refer that website, right? And then we will
Okay.
discuss about the feature file, how you have created, which are the various test scenarios.
First we write the
Yeah, yeah.
first we write the scenarios.
Mhm.
See, verify the Amazon page. Page. This is dashboard page. So when user is on login Amazon, then user see the dashboard page, and user user also see the all categories, like all categories like mobile, mobiles, today's deal, mobiles, deals, customer electronics. This hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you have mentioned two and over here, right? Mm.
Yes.
In,
First, I will write the scenario that to verify the Amazon dashboard page.
mm,
When user is login on Amazon, then user see the dashboard page, and user also see the all categories like mobile, today's deal, electronic item, etc. And
mm,
also user see the search button for search any items.
mm. Okay. Okay. What about given? We have some prerequisite, right?
Oh,
Mm.
yes, sir. Yes, I forgot.
No,
Sorry.
no worries.
Ye-
So given you will have to
Yes,
start with given. That is a prerequisite for any test.
yes, sir. User is on dashboard. User is on Amazon dashboard page.
Mm,
Amazon dashboard
mm.
page.
Right. Now when you come to when user is on login, right? So
Hmm.
with which user you have logged in, right? There can be types of users. For example, you have
Hmm.
a user who is having super admin rights. You have a
Yes.
user who is having very limited rights. You will
Hmm.
have a user which is having rights just to select the product. You
Hmm.
will have a user which is running in the which has only QA testing related rights, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
those things you can parameterize using this feature file, right?
Yes, sir. Definitely. I got it, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then users see the dashboard page. So you will write user is on login page or user see the dashboard page. Okay. So then is nothing but it is a verification point, right? So
Yes.
how will you
Yes.
mention in the feature file is you will verify the dashboard is successfully loaded or verify the
Hmm.
dashboard is successfully um,
Hmm.
displayed like that, right? You
Yes.
can have some
Yes.
verify keyword over there. Or you can also
Okay,
say
sir. Yes.
dashboard is displayed like that. That is also simple and short, right? Okay, now
Okay, sir.
coming to
Yes.
and keyword. In and keyword, why are we using and keyword? What is the significance of using and keyword?
Sir, after the then, suppose I have see the dashboard page.
Hmm.
After that, there are many features, there are many modules available in the dashboard page, like mobile category, electronics item. So, and keyword is defined that there are also multiple features are available in that page. So we can simply use for that and.
Okay. Now, in case of multiple products like mobiles,
Hmm.
electronic items. So again, there can be mobiles today. There can be tomorrow. If it's a season of Christmas, then something else related to Christmas would be there. If it's a
Hmm.
festival
Hmm.
of Diwali, then accordingly the items would be displayed, right?
Hmm.
So you
Yes.
will you will have to again parameterize this. Which are the products? You can just keep a keyword of product over here.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Now let's say um, if I okay. So what is the cucumber version that you are using?
Sir, say, cucumber with the selenium, we are using 4.5, 4.4, 4.0, sorry.
4.0. Okay. So why are you not using 3.5 version?
Sir, in the 3.5 version, we need to download the exe file by manually.
Hmm.
And in the Selenium 4.4 point, when we are we can add the dependency directly in the pom.xml file, so it will directly download the exe file. So we no need to download the manually exe file and add into that. So
Hmm.
this is the main yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So now you
And
can,
also,
yes, yes, please go ahead.
in the Selenium 4, it will support the tabs also. In the Selenium 3.2 version, it will not support the tabs alert operation. So this is the main, and we can in the Selenium 4 we can use the maximize window, and for the Chrome option we are using to maximize window
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
So,
minimize window also.
okay. So the question was about Cucumber version. We will come to Selenium version as well.
Uh, version, sir, I don't know. Means I don't recognize the right now.
Okay, no worries. So in a real-time interview, please be aware about the versions that you have used in your framework because you are using them day-to-day basis, right?
Yes, sir.
I can
Yes, sir.
understand
Yes.
that it is bit difficult to remember all the versions, but at least on a
Yes.
high level, what is the Selenium version? What is the Cucumber version that you are using?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
those things you will have to mention. Okay, now coming to now you need to write a Java program, right? Now,
Okay.
um, let's take a string which we have. Um, let's take a
Can
string.
I stop, sir?
Yeah, so you will be writing Java program in this notepad
Okay.
only. Yeah, you can continue
Okay.
sharing. So consider any string with you. For example, take an example of Saturday. That is one of the string. Now you have to
Okay.
find the repeated characters in that particular string, the
String.
characters which are
Okay,
getting
sir.
repeated. For example, A is getting repeated twice, right?
Okay, sir.
So how will you write a Java program to find that?
Is repeated.
Okay, so you have used two for loops over here.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain this? Okay,
Sir.
so are you done with writing the program?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have done.
Okay.
Sir, first I will convert my string into the character. Means it will separate each character. After that, first loop I use for the counting my character one by one. And whenever my eyes on S point out, then J will the I plus one, means J will searching for the A. It will count by one. And after that, if suppose I is here and J is here, then it will search that they are matching or not. Then
Mm.
after that, I will shift it on A and T. J will shift it on T, and also it will compare they are equal or not. After that, this process will continue. And if they are matching the same I and J, that it will print my duplicate string. the duplicate characters.
Okay. Do you think this program is complete?
Mm,
I'm giving you a hint. Do you need a different variable which can run through the counter?
counter.
Hmm.
Which
How many, for how many times it would run? So maybe uh,
no, it will
you
run.
can. Mhm. Do you think you need one more variable in this program?
Oh, I didn't recognize her right now.
Okay, no worries. So let me show you. Okay, let me share my screen. Are you able to see?
No, sir, I will stop my screen first.
Okay, your screen sharing will get stopped. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Now, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. See, we have got this particular string of Saturday.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Now, why we are taking count into the picture so that it can, we will initialize it in the first for loop and in the
Hmm.
second for loop if both the strings are matching. So as you were telling, no, string of I is equal to string of J and
Hmm.
string of I is not equal to space like blank. Then we will
Hmm.
implement this particular count variable, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, so we are actually setting string j to 0 to avoid printing already visited character, because otherwise,
Hmm.
let's say a is already visited, then you will come
Hmm.
again a over here, right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
So and then we have this if condition. If a character is considered as duplicate, then its count will be greater than 1, right? So then only you will have to take those characters,
Okay.
right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Mm, okay. Now consider a scenario where there is a release coming up in
Hmm.
2 days. The product will
Hmm.
be
Hmm.
live, right?
Hmm.
And you have found a major critical issue in one of the functionality,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
everything was working fine in the dev environment, everything was working fine in the staging environment, but you have found the issue in the test environment, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So what will you do with this scenario?
Sir, in that approach, first I will check my all the document, test case document. What is the main critical bug and which the test case ID for that bug. After that, I will connect with my team lead that bug is fine with the developer dev environment and stage environment, but
Hmm.
it will not work on the UAT environment. So after analyze the all requirement and availability, I will request to the team lead or my client also that give me some time or give me some day for that to find the fix that bug.
Mhm.
Like that, this is my approach towards this.
Okay, but do you think first you will have to do internal communication, right, before doing
Yes.
communication with the client,
Yes.
right? So
Yes,
we
sir.
can
Yes.
avoid communication with the client directly. First, we can get on the same page with the internal team members, and then it might be a quick fix. It might happen that it is a very quick fix, right? So
Yes.
you can,
Yes.
maybe it is fixed, and then by the evening you can update to the client that everything is working fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right? Okay. Now consider a scenario where you were supposed to do testing. By end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, you were supposed to send your test results to the customer, to the stakeholder, or client. But the entire day, there was a power cut in your office, right? So
Mm-hmm.
how will you deal with this situation? Will you sit late in the office? Because power resumed, but it resumed after in the evening. Maybe you are starting your day at 9 a.m. The power resumed at 5 p.m. and you were supposed to give the report by 7 p.m. But in 2 hours, you won't be able to give the report. So how will you manage this scenario?
Mm-hmm. Sir, in that case, I have one document like test case document we have write whenever we are writing the test cases. So
Mhm.
in that document, we already mentioned that our test cases means requirement traceability materials we can say. In that we are writing overall past test cases, failed test cases. If I'm already tested the application, that data that time I have already have data. So that data I will be share with my team, I mean colleagues,
Okay.
team, client.
So that is the test result of the previous execution that you are telling, right?
Hmm, hmm.
Okay. So you will share that thing with the customer stakeholder.
Yes, sir. With my first, I will interact with my colleagues and team lead.
Hmm.
If a team lead is and team lead is satisfied that report, then I will share that with my stakeholders.
Okay. But don't you think you should avoid sharing the previous test results? You should always share the latest test results with them, because see, there is a trust
Hmm,
relation
hmm,
going on between them. The power cut
hmm,
is there. That is one of the issue, that it's not a no one
hmm.
will come and blame you that you were not able to work, because it's a power cut. It's a genuine issue, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So no need to share the previous test results with them, because no need to fool them, right? That is.
So, sir, we can share the if a customer have to important some work, then we can share on that time that previous result is this, but now this issue is happened. So
Hmm.
you can see the previous
Yes.
result.
Yes.
After that, we can go
Okay.
ahead
Okay.
in
So
that.
that is bit partially correct, because you can tell them, okay, this is the issue, but previously it was working. We haven't got the time to test today. Okay. Now coming to the
Yes.
second thing in this, what you can do is you have 2 hours of time. Okay.
Hmm, hmm,
So in that 2 hours, you can, let's say, instead of 50 test cases was your the target, right? To execute 50.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
Out of those 50, you can filter out the critical ones. You can
hmm,
identify
hmm,
10 good critical test cases. You can test them and send them a report of 10 test cases with mentioning a note that due to a power cut issue or due to this XYZ reason, we are
hmm,
still testing is in progress for the remaining test scenarios or remaining test cases, and we will shall keep you posted for the same, like that. And
hmm.
then tomorrow
Yes.
uh, you can send those results. Now,
Yes, sir.
one more thing that you could have done over here is, when you were in the office
Hmm,
from 9 p.m. to 12, in the first half itself, power cut was there. So you can contact your team managers, you can contact your team leads and tell them to give you work from home today, because at your home you
yes.
have got power and we have all this internet and everything available. So you
Hmm,
can
hmm,
work
hmm.
from home as well on that day, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Simple. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So, Vaishali, last question is, that was a good question. Okay. Now in Chrome, we need some external driver, right?
Hmm, hmm,
In case of Mozilla Firefox, we don't need any external Firefox driver like IE or like Chrome, right? In
hmm,
with respect to Selenium older versions, I'm telling, okay.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
So why don't we need any specific driver or path in case of Mozilla Firefox?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Okay, fine. So let's say if you are automating something in Selenium and you have to execute those tests on Chrome browser, so you will
Hmm,
keep Chrome driver.exe. You will keep that
hmm,
exe in some particular
hmm,
path. You will mention that path. If you are
hmm,
not using WebDriver Manager, this is what you will do, right?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay. If I was not deprecated till today, so then
Hmm,
I also, that driver exe is available. That also you will have, and then
hmm,
you will mention the path in your automation script. But in case of
hmm.
Mozilla Firefox, you don't need to do this thing. What is the reason behind this? In Mozilla Firefox, you just create an object and then it starts running in the Firefox browser. You don't need explicitly some exe.
Hmm,
Are you,
sir,
should I repeat my question? Are you able to understand my question?
no, sir, actually.
Okay, let me
Give
repeat.
me some. Hmm,
See, in Selenium, let me just open some Selenium script. Let me share my screen. Okay, is my screen visible?
hmm. Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. Now this is a Selenium script, automation script that I have created, and I have to launch one particular URL, this particular URL in Chrome browser. Okay. So what I have mentioned is WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver. Apart from that, I have also mentioned the system.set property. Okay, we will instantiate this Chrome driver class, maximize the browser. This is all fine. But this code is required in Chrome driver, right? I'm using Selenium 3.0 version, for example. Why this kind of code is not required? This kind of code is also required for IE browser, right? System.set property. But why such thing is not required for Firefox browser?
Okay.
Are you able to understand the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. In Firefox. Sir, I don't recognize, right?
Okay, no worries. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. Please put your answers in the comments of this video. So thank you so much, Vaishali, for joining today for the interview. I am done with the questions, and it was nice talking to you. Right? Do you have any
Thank you, sir.
questions for me?
Yes, sir. I know about my performance and what I need to improve in my
So,
knowledge.
yeah, so I think it was good. You have done a good preparation. If you apply for jobs and if you get a call for interviews, so definitely you will be able to clear it. Just one minor feedback is take care of the Java programming things that will be asked
Okay,
you
sir.
because you are doing automation, right? So simple
Yes, sir.
variable declaration, initialization, those things you should be taking care in your programs. Right? Rest all was
Okay.
too good. You were able to answer scenario-based questions. You were able to answer uh, feature file. Okay, in feature file also given and try
Yes,
to
yes.
parameterize, try to create a keywords with more parameters, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Thank
Vaishali.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.